and welcome to Add More Zest. My name's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids at 147. Happy Fansells Friday, everybody. I have a couple of sort of accessory bits and an off the canvas bit for today's one. I've just received sort of the next few items for videos, and I thought, rather than spread them out, let's do these in one and then do diamond paintings over the next few weeks. So a few of these you may well have seen before, but they are rather new on the Fansells site, so I thought, why not? And there are many people that are new to diamond painting, or maybe have seen stuff like this before but then forgotten about it, or, you know, need a reminder or something like that. But anyway, this is the first one. So this is sort of a desk accessory. It's a bit of a pen holder, tweezer holder, anything kind of holder that you might want to make it. But I thought this would be fun. So I actually brought quite a few pairs of tweezers into the house after not having any for a while. I actually had quite a few in some toolkits, hence they're both different heights. But yeah, it works really well for things like tweezers because they go in the actual petal shape of the flower. They also work for pens, so grab the pen I've been using the most recently that goes in the middle of the flower, so the bigger section. Then we can also add in things like pickup pens. They'll go in the middle part because they're thicker. Do I have anything else that will sort of fit in? I do have a different type of wax tip pen. I can't even remember where I've had that one from. That would probably go in either, just because of the way it angles. But I think it fits slightly nicer in the big petal shape. You possibly could, now I haven't tried this, if you've got any spare placers, like this is a single placer, I've obviously taken it out to pop in a metal placer instead. You could potentially hold those in there as well. So if I grab my pink pen and say my 4-placer, my multi-placer, I like for it to go around different pens, you can actually use the small petal shape to hold your places. So maybe you like to multi-place with multiple different sizes. You could potentially have like a front row of all your different multi-placers and then have your pens behind, and you can just go, oh, okay, I want this pen today with this placer, let's pop that in, let's diamond paint. So anyway, I thought it was fun to sort of give one of these a go and see how it is. I think that might actually stand in a little bit better that way. But it is fun because it can hold things like the thin tweezers as well as pens, as well as loads of different places if you do like to use variety ones. I might actually store a few in here because I do have some straighteners and things as well. And depending on what painting I'm working on, will maybe depend on whether I even need a placer or whether actually a straightener would be really handy. Or maybe if you've got ABs and things, you want to be able to grab your AB pen as well. Anyway, that is number one. Now I have filled it with a few things off my desk. Number two is another desk sort of accessory. This one you do just need to assemble. So you get 4 pieces, quite simple. Stick that in the hole, stick that in the hole, and do the same on the other side. Stick the holes in together. It will fit in. Oh, okay. Let's do this a little bit calmer, rather than just going, stick that in, that'll do. Try and take a little bit more care and push each individual piece down. There we go. That's a better way of doing it. So this is, it stands up this way. So it stands up with this base across the bottom. But you can use this to hold the likes of your pens and give them more of a pretty display space. So depending on what sort of space you've got, / what style you've got, what you think is pretty, if you're even interested in pretty. So there can be a mixture between pretty and practical, and things can be pretty and practical. It just is a matter of what works for you. But this was a really, really good price. So I thought this would be a good sort of other option as well if you do want somewhere to display your pens. Maybe you like to have your pens with different places in, so rather than switching out places you switch pens. Then this is a nice compact way to keep quite a few different pens on hand so that you can just change them, and it doesn't take up that much of a footprint. So that was number 2. I will put links directly to each of them down below. And I've actually forgotten what this one is. Ah, yes. I knew I'd remember as soon as I got it out the box. This is just pretty. Really, really pretty. But it is an acrylic piece. So you do get a base. It does have a covering. So when you take the covering off, is it on both sides? Yes, I can feel it's on the other side, though it needs a little bit more digging in with my nail. But it is nice and clear. Does come with the protective cover. But look how gorgeous this is. And you should see it with the diamonds on. It's even prettier. So this also comes with the clear cover on the back. And then on the front, it has a clear cover. But underneath the cover is the sticky. Is the sticky for the diamond paint, so it might take a little bit more to find a section you can pull up, but this is sticky where it needs to be. Yes, it's not sticky all over. They haven't just put a blanket piece of glue. It's sticky where you place the diamonds, and once you complete it, then you pop that inside there and you have yourself a stand-up excuse me, stand-up butterfly. These also look really nice. You know, if you get one of those little sort of pop lights that shines up from the back, it will shine through. Anyway, I think they look pretty. I'll show you the diamonds in this one so you can see the sort of colours, but there is shaped ones as well as not. They are well, not quite all rhinestones, but very nearly. So we have the clear or the silver rhinestone, turquoise, orange, a pale sort of more of a bronzy type colour, brass type colour. We have green rhinestones. Then we have some bright yellow in with an AB coating. So that really nice twinkle coating. Purple rhinestones, pink rhinestones, those gorgeous little silver rhinestones that look like little buttons for babies' cardigans. Then we have some yellow petal-shaped ones, blue petals and pink petals. So you do actually use the petals on the flowers. And then the rhinestones do a mixture of your outline, some smaller little flowers, your decoration in the middle, things like that. But yeah, this just looks really stunning. It just popped. It just popped. So I decided it had to be in this month's showcase as just a really, really pretty item to do. You could decide to hang it in some way if you didn't want to stand it, but with it being a clear stand, I find it's not sort of intrusive as much. Especially once you've taken the coating off and you put it on top of something, you can hardly see it's there. Therefore, you can focus more purely on the very, very pretty butterfly. So yeah, they are my selections for today. I feel like none of them are really well showcased when my camera is above my head. But we have a couple of different desk organisers that may or may not work for you. You do need to think about how you diamond paint. And I do find, depending on where you diamond paint and maybe how you diamond paint, so do you multi-place? Do you change your multi-placer? Are you one that, like me at the moment, seems to constantly either misplace a diamond or put a diamond down that actually has a bubble hole in it before realising? Like, do you need to be able to grab your tweezers? Do you need to grab your AB pen while you're diamond painting? You know, do you need all of that sort of grabby stuff? And if you do, then while I have other desk organisers on my desk, this is more portable. So if I do go into the conservatory to diamond paint, I either take my pencil case with all my bits in, or I could take this. I'm going to give it a go to see how it works. And then of course, pens always look pretty on desk spaces, even if it's not necessarily down to how you diamond paint, it's just that you want your space to look a little bit prettier. Then why not use your diamond painting pens to make it pretty? Then it's pretty and practical. So yeah, this little pen holder is sort of a bargain price if you want that option to display your pens, or if you do use multiple pens because you keep your multi-placers in, then this is something that potentially could move with you or sit on your desk and make that easier. And then of course we have a gorgeous off the canvas item because they're just so much fun to do. But anyway, I will pop the links to each and every one of these down below in case you do want to check them out for yourself, or if you want to go and have a browse and see what else you can find. But thank you all so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all again soon.